in Mississippi, and we all know how Mississippi is, they had their voting as on election day, and you had a guy show up, and we put that picture up. This is how he showed up to the polls. Now, people are accusing this guy of voter intimidation, but the officials say he broke no laws in the great state of Mississippi, even though that shirt has a noose on it. He did not break any kind of laws. Now, it said Mississippi Justice as what you saw. Now, the poll worker, as you can see on the picture, was there with him, didn't have a problem with it. Now, people that saw it, they were saying, well, I wanted to say something, but, you know, I just didn't know what to do. You know, you see it, you don't engage it, you don't call him out, you just kind of let it go underneath the radar. That's the sort of response. Now, many people wanted this guy charged and wanted something done, but even the police said he did nothing wrong. Of course he did nothing wrong. He's in Mississippi. And there's a lot of black people from Mississippi that tell you that's all they do around there is Confederate flags. And you have some real ignorance in Mississippi. And I know you got them in Texas too, so let me not say Texas don't have that. But for him to show up at the polls like that and then nobody say a word, no, that's foul. That's so foul. But we know in this country, you know, white privilege exists, and we know that this is why they fight for this system and they will kill for this system. Because if you really sit down and think about it, which I have, you know, if I were them, I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get it. It is the greatest system in the world if you're white. It is. I mean, man, you could do whatever the hell you want. You could say what you want. If you go to jail, you don't go long. Everybody gives you the benefit of the doubt. You're an individual. Nobody blames your race for anything. I mean, you can get places with a little to no education. I mean, it's an awesome system. It really is for them. But that system coming to an end, and they see it. They see it just as much as I see it. It is not the same system as it was in the 50s. It's not the same system as it was in 2010. And every year, their system is declining. And this is why you're seeing them act out in great, you know, fits of violence. So expect to see more of Confederate flags and Mississippi Justice with a noose on it. He knew exactly what he was wearing, just as much as I could put on a shirt and know exactly what I'm wearing. So what? Should black people show up to the polls next time with the Black Panther Party shirts on, or, you know, something to that manner? Or, I mean, were you gonna say something to black people? Because if you don't say nothing to him, you shouldn't say nothing to them, right? And maybe that's what black people do. Maybe they should show up with Black Panther Party shirts and any other group they want to show up with. And if they say something, you say, oh no, I'm not breaking the law, because in this case right here, and you show the picture and you say, this guy didn't do nothing wrong. He had a noose on it. So don't tell me nothing about my Black Panther Party shirt. It's not voter intimidation, but you know, they make up laws for black people. This is the only reason why mass shootings also keep happening, because it's not black men doing it. If it was black men, trust me, they'll have a new law on Trump's desk tomorrow if black men was doing it. But you know, it is what it is. So you can keep walking around being a savage, being a white supremacist, you know, out in the open, which is good, like I say, because I like my white supremacists out in the open. I respect that. I don't want them smiling in my face, and then when he go back home, he put on his Mississippi Justice shirt. Leave me a comment and think about this particular story. I mean, these people are just wilding out here in America. Now, I know people throughout the world always ask, how do you guys live in America? We're still trying to figure that out ourselves. This is why we always look to connect with Africa, or, you know, places where we can be better suited.